Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to our final daily A Course in Miracles workbook lesson in our Year of Miracles. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this one. This is A Course in Miracles workbook lesson number 365. And if you'd like to follow along with me, and if you've memorized this, feel free to close your eyes and start this lesson. This holy instant, would I give to you, be you in charge, for I would follow you, certain that your direction gives me peace. And if I need a word to help me, he will give it to me. If I need a thought, that will he also give. And if I need but stillness and a tranquil, open mind, these are the gifts I will receive of him. He is in charge by my request, and he will hear and answer me, because he speaks for God, my Father, and his Holy Son. And that is our final lesson. And it's a great lesson to remember when you need to call on help, when you've already aligned with fear and you don't know the answer and you don't know what to do next. And it's a great lesson even if you're just not aligned with fear, because in our separated self, in our separated place where we don't feel that alignment with the one mind of God, we're going to be wandering aimlessly. So why not just connect with that source that knows everything and is always there to answer you? Why not do that every day and make your life so much more simple and easy and happy, right? So that's why we practice these so many times, these last few lessons, to remind us that we should always go inside for the answers, because that's where the truth lies, and align and connect with that one mind of love that we all share. And now today I'm going to go one step further and read the workbook lesson epilogue, which is here for us today. So this is the Course in Miracles workbook lesson epilogue, and you'll find it at the end of all of the lessons. And this is what the epilogue says. This course is a beginning, not an end. Your friend goes with you. You are not alone. No one who calls on him can call in vain. Whatever troubles you, be certain that he has the answer and will gladly give it to you, if you simply turn to him and ask it of him. He will not withhold all answers that you need for anything that seems to trouble you. He knows the way to solve all problems and resolve all doubts. His certainty is yours. You need but ask it of him, and it will be given you. You are as certain of arriving home as is the pathway of the sun laid down before it rises, after it has set, and in the half-lit hours in between. Indeed, your pathway is more certain still, for it cannot be possible to change the course of those whom God has called to him. Therefore, obey your will and follow him whom you accepted as your voice to speak of what you really want and really need. His is the voice for God and also yours, and thus he speaks of freedom and of truth. No more specific lessons are assigned, for there is no more need of them. Henceforth, hear but the voice for God, for yourself, when you retire from the world to seek reality instead. He will direct your efforts, telling you exactly what to do, how to direct your mind, and when to come to him in silence, asking for his sure direction and his certain word. His is the word that God has given you. His is the word you chose to be your own. And now I place you in his hands to be his faithful follower, with him as guide, through every difficulty and all pain that you may think is real. Nor will he give you pleasures that will pass away, for he gives only the eternal and the good. Let him prepare you further. He has earned your trust by speaking daily to you of your father and your brother and yourself. He will continue. Now you walk with him, as certain as is he of where you go, as sure as he of how you should proceed, as confident as he is of the goal and of your safe arrival in the end. The end is certain, and the means as well. To this we say, Amen. You will be told exactly what God wills for you each time there is a choice to make, and he will speak for God and for yourself, thus making sure that hell will claim you not, and that each choice you make brings heaven nearer to your reach. And so we walk with him from this time on, and turn to him for guidance and for peace and sure direction. Joy attends our way, for we go homeward to an open door which God has held unclosed to welcome us. We trust our ways to him and say, Amen. In peace, we will continue in his way and trust all things to him. In confidence, we wait his answers as we ask his will in everything we do. He loves God's Son as we would love him, and he teaches us how to behold him through his eyes and love him as he does. You do not walk alone. God's angels hover near and all about. His love surrounds you, and of this be sure, that I will never leave you comfortless. And that's it. That is the epilogue. And again, remember, words are but symbols of symbols. So what is this saying really? It's saying that you are part of that one mind of love, of source, of the universe. Tap into that, because that is with you always. You are never alone. And when you come to rely on that and go there first to start your day, to plug in, to connect to that source, that oneness that we all share, your day will go on effortlessly. And if you need a word in a situation, it will come to you. And if you need guidance, that also will come, right? Everything you need will come to you when you remember to plug in and stay connected and ask for help, right? And remember that there's always a choice. Love and fear are always in front of you to choose every day. And if you're choosing fear, remember you can choose again. At any moment, at this moment now, you can say, no, I will not choose that anymore. I will choose love and create happiness and abundance in my life. And I will be able to give that happiness and abundance to all of my brothers. And I will see the keys that they hold before me in a form of grievance or vengeance. And I'll remember that all attack is merely a cry for help. And I will remember that my brother holds the key to my freedom in his hand every time I feel that stab of attack or grievance. I have to remember that's a key. There's a door that needs to be opened there, right? A door to my heart that maybe was closed, that I need to open and allow all of this to come flowing through. And that's it, guys. That is our A Course in Miracles workbook lesson 365. Great to see all of you here on the live feed this morning. Good morning, Terry. Hey, Colette. Good morning, Claire. Good morning, Lori. Hi, Francine. There's Christy. Good morning, Christy. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Vera. Great to see you. And Colette says, good morning to all of you ACIM warriors, sending love to all today and every day, our last day of the year. Many thanks. Oh, you are welcome, Colette. And many thanks to all of you to come through this journey of 365 days of A Course in Miracles workbook lessons, one every day that we started on January 1st. I mean, it's been a great journey, and I hope that all of you have seen what these lessons can do for you in changing your perspective. And I know a lot of you were students and teachers when I was up in New York facilitating my many years of facilitating A Course in Miracles study groups, over 28 years now. And the one thing that I would say time and time again, I mean, we would read the text, and great information in the text. So please, if you haven't read the text, or if you are reading the text, please know that that is filled with great information. But it's in doing the lessons that the change really happens, right? So the text is great information, and the lessons are really the powerful change agent. When you're doing them together, they support one another. So I would encourage you to continue to do that and to start again tomorrow, right? January 1st is tomorrow. Why not start again tomorrow with lesson number 1? They're all there for you. They're all loaded on my YouTube station, my YouTube channel, and you can start with January 1st all over again. And trust me, when you do, some of them you'll say, I don't ever remember hearing this before, because it will come to you where you are at a different place now. Now you're a little more clear, right? The mirror has been cleaned a little bit more of that dust has been removed, so you can see things more clearly. And as you continue to do the lessons and read A Course in Miracles over the years, many things will become very clear to you, crystal clear, and you'll be able to make choices more easily. So I would encourage you to continue on these lessons. Good morning, Bonnie. Great to see you here. Hey, Marianne. Great to see you here this morning. Hey, Mark. Good morning. Thank you, Lori. I'm so proud of you for being here too and joining. And you're right. Love is the answer to everything, right? The only answer. Thank you, honey. Says, congratulations, honey, on doing this for an entire year. You're amazing. Aw, thank you so much. And thank you for your support for this entire year. And just being here every day to support me on this, because that's important too, right? It's nice to have our loved ones support us in what we're doing. And, you know, if they're not, it's okay. It's okay for you to be doing something different and for going on this path and being the change, because you can't change other people. You can only be an example, right? And if they choose to learn from you and grow, that's great. But you can only change yourself, and you can only change the way you perceive the world. And in that, the world you see will change, right? That's what we've learned on this lesson. Good morning, Carl. Oh, you are very welcome, and thank you. And I love you too, Carl. So great to see you every morning here on this Year of Miracles. And, you know, and I'm not going to abandon you guys, just so you know. The group will still be active. The A Course in Miracles, A Year in Miracles group will still be active. So as you're going on in this next year and doing the lessons again and reading the text, feel free to ask questions in that group, right? Because that's where, you know, that's where the answers will be, is actually in yourself, if you ask the questions within yourself. But it's nice to have a community of support, especially when doing A Course in Miracles, because it can be confusing, right? Jumps back and forth from the ego's perspective to the Holy Spirit's perspective to, you know, it's like, who's speaking now? Is it Jesus? Is it me? Is it the ego? So it can be a little confusing in reading the text, and that's why it's nice to have that support of a community or a group to kind of help you with those answers as you're going through it. Vera says, grateful for the gifts, grateful to all the miracle community. Yes, and we have built such a great community, and I hope it continues to grow over the years, right? I hope more people jump in and ask questions, and we continue this journey, because it's a practice. It's like anything else. The more you practice, the better you get. And if you stop practicing, the more you start forgetting, right? And you kind of distance yourself from that connection. So that's why it's important to plug in every day. Bonnie says, love and gratitude for your beautiful soul and this amazing journey we shared with love, right? And we've all shared it. Can you feel that? All of the love in this group that we have culminated over this entire year of miracles. It's just been amazing. So thank you all for that gift. It truly has been a gift. And happy blessed new year to you, Bonnie. Great to see you here this morning. And Barb, great to see you, Barb. Good morning. Oh, you are welcome. And thank you for being here, right? Because I wouldn't be able to facilitate if there was no one to facilitate with. So it's been a group effort. Great to see all of you here. You are welcome, Nami. Thanks for joining this morning. Hey, Greg, good to see you here on the live feed. Good morning, Perul. Hi, Cheryl. Great to see all of you here. Hey, Bill, great to see you jump in. You are welcome. You are so sweet. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful new year, 2020. And you're welcome. And thank you so much for being a part of this group, Bill. It's great to see you here. I used to see Bill walking on the rail trail back home all the time, and we got to know each other over the years. He always had a smile on his face, you know, no matter what he was doing. He's walking down the trail and always had a big smile on his face. So it was always great to share that energy with you. And speaking of New Year in 2020, I know a lot of you have already jumped over to another Facebook group I created, which is Creating Clarity in 2020. And we're going to take all of these lessons that we've learned throughout this year, and we're going to put them to use in our Creating Clarity in 2020 by really getting clear on what we want to create in our life, right? And going forward with that intention and giving you guys some great tools for creating happiness and abundance in the year 2020. Because we always say hindsight is 2020, right? Let's not do that this year. Let's this year create consciously what we want to see show up in our world in 2020. So that's what we're going to do over there. And don't forget, we've got a burning bowl ceremony today at 5 o'clock live on Facebook. So let's get ready to get rid of all of the things we want to move past in 2019. So this would be a good time to get out a sheet of paper, and I'm not talking like an entire journal. I just mean one sheet of paper, right? Just like this, sheet of paper, and write down everything that's holding you back. Emotions, relationships, jobs, whatever it is that's keeping you stuck, right? Maybe ideas, intentions, thoughts, something that's being replayed in your mind again and again and again that you're having trouble moving past. Maybe it's a bad habit. Write it all down, because we are going to be using that sheet of paper at 5 o'clock today in our burning bowl ceremony. So I hope you can join me live on Facebook for that. Greg says, we are all miracles. Isn't that true, Greg? It's so true. And Cheryl, thank you for bringing the miracle lessons into my life. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm glad you enjoyed them this year. And I'm so glad that you've learned more and that you're able to share this adventure of peace and love. Thank you so much for that, Cheryl. So glad to have you here. Hi, Perul, great to see you. You are welcome, and God bless everyone here too. And Perul, she and I met on an Abraham Hicks cruise, right? Who doesn't love Abraham Hicks? And, that's the thing. Once you put yourself out there to connect with people, you would be surprised at all the amazing souls that you will meet, right? You just have to open the door, and you have to just be willing to share your gifts and share what you have inside of you. And you will attract so many amazing, wonderful, beautiful souls into your life that will go with you, right? Because we have all of our brothers are a part of us. Hi, Claire. You are so welcome, and I'm glad that you are here on this journey. And Claire, I met in our yoga studio back in New York, where I practiced yoga and where I got my yoga teacher training. And Claire then went and got her yoga teacher training. So it's great to see you here, Claire, on the live feed, and so great to have you on this journey with all of us. Hey, Pam, great to see you here. Yes, happy final day. You are so welcome, and it's been great to have you here with this wonderful year of miracles too. So thanks for joining. Greg, 365, so grateful. I know, me too. Terry, yes, thank you. It's been such a great year, hasn't it, Terry? And Terry, I met up in Binghamton, where she was at the Roberson Museum, and I think you're now down in New Orleans. So Terry's on an adventure too, and she is going forward with our 2020 miracles and 2020 clarity, I should say, for the new year. So great to see you here, Terry, and looking forward to another year of creating clarity in 2020 with you. Hey, Cindy. Oh, you are so welcome. It's so great to have you here. Hey, Frank, I see you jumped on today. Great to see you here as we're finishing our 365 days of a year of miracles with the Course in Miracles workbook lessons. Greg, we see what we see and know what we know because we are who we are, only love. Isn't that true, right? And we are only love. And we are connected, all of us, to that one mind of love. That's the truth of who we are. Good morning, Kimberly. Thanks, Frank. Yes, it's been such a great year. And again, you can gain access to all of these lessons. And I'll post the link to my YouTube channel so that you can start watching them again tomorrow with lesson number 1. I know I'm going to start tomorrow with Course in Miracles workbook lesson number 1 all over again because I know how powerful they are, and I know what happens when I get away from doing the lessons. You know, my life just goes right down the street. So I am glad to be starting again tomorrow, but also so great and happy to see you guys here at the end of this year. Love to you too, Greg, and to everyone here. I know 365, right, Mark? It's so great that we did this all year long, and you're welcome, Bob. So thank you, everyone, again, for joining and being here on this amazing, miraculous year of miracles. And I hope you do continue because they're very, very powerful. And I hope you continue to ask questions in the private Facebook group because I will be there to help answer. And I know there are other facilitators in that group that are also open and willing to answer questions because we're all teachers and we're all students, right? It's just the way it is. Hi, Leanne. Great to see you jump on this morning. So thank you, everyone, for this amazing year of miracles. From my heart to yours, it's just been a blessing and a joy to have you here, and I appreciate your commitment to this year, and just couldn't be more grateful for all of you. Enjoy this last day of 2019, and Happy New Year. Hope to see you in our Creating 2020 Clarity. So look for us and join our group and keep going. All right. Bye, guys. Have a great day.